My name is Reese Mayfield, and today I'm going to be talking about one of the scariest experiences of my life. Everyone has fears. No matter how brave we seem to be, we all have them. I've not always been terrified of water. In fact, every summer for as long as I can remember, I've practically lived in it. However, a dangerous encounter would leave me wary of ever stepping foot into the ocean again. Just because we are given dominion over the earth doesn't mean we own everything in it, and that includes territories inhabited by deadly creatures. Every year, my family has visited the beach. I used to go swimming and snorkeling in the water, unaware of what could be and what was around me. It all started when I was 7 years old on a fishing trip. Despite being seasick, I squealed when my line took off. After a long struggle, I heaved my catch over the railing, eager to see the fish that had caused me 10 minutes of reeling and pulling. The boat erupted into excitement as we realized what was on the end of my line. It was a baby shark, but still a shark at that. I tossed him back, hoping that he would find his mom, but his mother found us first. Someone reeled in a much larger shark. We suspected that they were bull sharks or lemon sharks only minutes later. Leaving the boat that day, I felt something odd regarding the ocean. It was fear. I had always known that sharks inhabited the ocean, who doesn't, but seeing them that close frightened me. Years passed, as did vacations, and before long my growing fear came back to haunt me. I was 10 when we went back to Alabama with some friends. We were fishing out in the lagoon when shouts sent me running towards the shore. That's when I caught eyes with it. The bull shark was around 5 feet long and was only separated from us by thin planks. Not only was this creature one of the world's most dangerous sharks, but it wasn't even in the ocean where it belonged. Only minutes prior, teenagers had been swimming where this animal now floated. Although my friends brushed off this occurrence, I didn't. I came to find that day that sharks occupy places we wouldn't think of, like lagoons and rivers. However, no matter how much I learned from this experience, nothing could prepare me for my last and closest encounter that would occur 3 years later. I was 13 when we returned to Alabama again. It all started out as a dream vacation. My friend and I were catching some waves together. After exhausting ourselves, we decided to take a walk along the sandbar that divided us from the shore. Walking side by side, I remembered that old fateful day only a few years prior in which the bull shark had been spotted in the shallows. I urged my friend to keep an eye out, and he agreed. As we continued, we saw 2 stingrays floating along. The thought of encountering them up close did not seem appealing, so I suggested we head back to shore. I saw it before he did. A large black shadow lay before us. It seemed to move each time a wave rolled across. It drifted closer and closer until only a few feet remained between us. My breath caught in my throat as it appeared above the water. A fin, a 6-inch black triangle, pointed right towards us. I grabbed my friend's shoulder and pointed, desperately hoping I was just seeing things, but I knew that I wasn't. As the shark moved, I came to my senses and slammed my board up on the water. Tears welled in my eyes as I recognized the full length. 8 feet of hammerhead shark was 5 feet from us, and it was coming closer. By now, a crowd had gathered on shore. I looked towards them, desperately hoping that there was something they could do. My greatest fear lay before me, blocking our only way of escape. Time seemed to stand still until at last, the hammerhead turned and continued down shore. Without waiting another second, I pushed my friend ahead, and we stumbled towards the bank. I had never felt so thankful to be alive. I turned to my family, adrenaline pumping through my veins. "That was a hammerhead shark," I exclaimed. "We were just inches from a hammerhead shark." Even though this encounter scared me a lot, it taught me to respect the ocean, and especially the creatures within it. It also taught me not to let fear take over in potentially deadly situations. This memory is so vivid because I honestly thought we were going to die. Hammerhead sharks are dangerous, and coming close to one is very hard to forget. Looking back, I know how fortunate I am. I was 5 feet away from my greatest fear. I was able to learn a lot from these experiences. They have given me a thirst for knowledge about sharks and made me realize that they deserve our respect. I'll never forget these experiences, and I suggest you don't either. Every time you step into the ocean, remember what lies beneath the surface.